Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you. All right, folks, happy Monday. Let's take a quick look at the markets today. Bitcoin coming in, I believe it was 19,200 last time I checked. Let me backtrack here a little bit. You know, the reason I'm on the past the top 50 is because Theta is now at 51. I guess another coin overtook it in market cap. That will only be temporary. Okay, Bitcoin at 19,300. We got Cardano. It was just at 36 cents, so we're seeing a little bit of a pullback on some of these alts. Matic back up to almost 90 cents. And we got Litecoin hanging out at 52. Litecoin's been here for a while, and I just looked at Theta. It was at 104. And remember I told you guys with Theta, that $1 mark for Theta, I think I said this 6 months ago, that is pretty much the, I guess you could say, local bottom for Theta. It doesn't want to go below that. I know we were at 95 cents a couple days ago, but when Theta goes below $1, it's not going to hang out there too long. That's what I've noticed. Now, of course, it could go down to 50 cents if we get some sort of flash crash or something. But $1 is very strong support for Theta, which I like, because that's what you want to find before you buy some of these altcoins. Speaking of Theta, I listen to Crypto Banter every so often just for giggles, and I finally agree with something that this guy says talking about Theta. So here's a quick clip.
Please pay attention to this one, guys. The market rips. This is one that's very interesting, and that's probably one of the best looking charts that you can find right now. And they have news. Mainnet is launching in December, which means sell the news. Definitely, we'll be selling by December time. But definitely, we know that there's hype behind it too. We've been seeing a lot of tokens move, even though the market's going sideways and Bitcoin's not doing much. We are still getting the popcorn effect at different times. And Theta is one of the big ones for me.
Yeah, so actually, this guy's been in Theta for a while. I'm not a big fan of Crypto Banter and these guys. They're talking about trading Theta. And I just, like I've been saying for a while, folks, remember, Theta has a big mainnet launch in December, which is what, 2 months away. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Theta double or triple from these levels before going back down a little bit. I think Theta will eventually rest about $1.50 or $2 going into 2023, and then of course it's going to 20x. I mean, I'm calling for a $25, $30 Theta by 2024 as soon as Bitcoin takes off, because Theta is going to absolutely rip. But if you're just looking to trade some Theta, this is like a no-brainer to me. I mean, you buying Theta now, you could probably double your money, in less than a few months. Now, there's no guarantees, but Theta does normally pump for major news, especially a big launch like mainnet. You will see a lot of people selling the news, meaning 5-6 days before the mainnet launch, you might start to see people taking profits. But man, I love Theta long term. I love it even more than Cardano. I don't talk about it as much as Cardano because there's like more stuff going on with Cardano. And to be honest with you, more people are in Cardano. But Theta is my baby. I love it. I love it. Been in Theta since 2018, on and off. And I sold half my Theta, like I always said, a couple years ago. And I did really well with it. All right, let's see what else is going on. I've been talking, BitBoy again, but, this isn't really about BitBoy. BitBoy, Crypto Banter, and a lot of other YouTubers have kind of like come out against Sam Bankman-Fried, and I'm just trying to figure out why. I just want to let people know, I know why. They don't like that, a crypto bill that he's proposing, which is going to kind of put regulation on DeFi. But people have to realize DeFi is like the biggest freaking scam. Like, all these DeFi projects are constantly getting hacked. There's scams galore. Like, there's so many projects based around DeFi that turned out to be scams. And I think Sam Bankman-Fried just is kind of like, he knows if crypto is going to take off, you just can't have it being one big shit bag of crappy projects and scams. So all the big YouTubers who I consider to be scumbags, the two big ones, BitBoy and Crypto Banter, but BitBoy's been all over Sam Bankman-Fried. He just hates him. And like I said in the previous video, BitBoy doesn't like anything that comes after his money, and like, he's made a lot of money promoting shitty DeFi projects. He doesn't, BitBoy doesn't like the SEC. He doesn't like Sam Bankman-Fried. Anybody who's going to basically make it so he can't, pull his shitty, scammy games and do pump and dumps, BitBoy is not going to be a big fan of. And that's why I think he doesn't like Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried is coming out and he wants to have some regulations put on DeFi. I'm sure there's some back reason why BitBoy doesn't like that. He's making money somehow in some sleazy way with some DeFi project, and he sees Sam Bankman-Fried as the enemy. I don't trust this guy any farther than I can throw him, which isn't very far because he's a big fat ass, and I probably couldn't even lift him up. But anyway, that's it for BitBoy. I know people get pissed off when I talk too much about BitBoy, but talking about BitBoy every video, because I'm getting new subscribers now. I'm averaging like 2 or 3 new subscribers a day, and they're most likely new people in the market. I want them to hear me every day say avoid BitBoy, because I'm going to save these people from getting destroyed in crypto. Because following guys like BitBoy, Crypto Banter, and all these guys are the guys that get people destroyed. So I know people don't like it all the time. I talk about BitBoy, but fuck it, it's my channel. I'll do what I want. And I personally don't care anyway what people think. But all right, so next story I saw a little Cardano story, if I can find it. We'll talk about some more Bitcoin. I talked the other day about how Bitcoin volatility is now less than the stock market. Here's another one. Bitcoin is usually volatile. One reason why the price is stuck. And like I've been saying with Bitcoin, not only does price action get people out of Bitcoin, also price dumps, but also Bitcoin just hanging out at the same levels for months. It gets the dumb money boring. You know, the dumb money in crypto is like your dog. You play with a tennis ball for him for a little bit, and then he gets bored and he walks away. That's what's happening now with crypto. Even though the price has been the same, so basically you're gonna have people who bought Bitcoin who haven't even lost money. So you're gonna have people that bought Bitcoin at like $18,000, $19,000, $20,000. And they're like, hey, my portfolio is still the exact same or maybe a little bit less than when I bought it. This was like 8 months ago. This sucks. I thought if I buy Bitcoin and crypto, I'm going to be rich. And they say, you know what? Fuck it. And they basically sell and they get into something else. And then they get wrecked in that, whatever they get into. So this price just kind of hovering is all part of the bear market psychology that basically gets people wrecked. So that's one reason, folks. It's not just price dumping that gets people out of these markets. It's also price just being boring. Now, and even me, I'm bored with it too. But it is what it is. And I just look for the opportunity because it's not fun when Bitcoin hangs out at the same price forever. And of course, I talked about the Sam Bankman-Fried. Now, getting a little bit more into the Sam Bankman-Fried, skeptics decry crypto bill and Sam Bankman-Fried's industrial norms manual as bad for DeFi. I already went over this, but yeah, that's why a lot of people are anti-Sam Bankman-Fried because he wants to actually have legislation and rules, and he's working with the SEC. But guys, keep in mind, and I'm actually going to talk a little bit more about Sam Bankman-Fried because there's some Cardano news. Let's talk BitBoy, Crypto Banter compared to Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried, billionaire. He never scammed anybody. He has a legitimate exchange I've been using for years. I never lost any money on it. The exchange works absolutely incredible. The guy's bought out Voyager. Voyager, all the people who lost money in Voyager because of Sam Bankman-Fried, you're getting 75% of your money back. Okay? BitBoy's not doing any of that for you. He's not doing anything. In fact, if you listen to a guy like BitBoy, you lost all your money. This guy's bailing out projects left and right, Sam Bankman-Fried, right? He's helping the crypto community. But you got the scumbags on the side, the scammers. They're trying to tell you otherwise. I got no problems with Sam Bankman-Fried. Is he a sleazy businessman? Probably. Is he just trying to make a ton of money? Probably. But obviously, he loves crypto. And he knows that in order for crypto to succeed, there has to be regulations. Folks, I've been in crypto since 2017. DeFi is a shit show. It's a shit show of scams and hacks. That's all it is. All right. All right, there's my little rant on that. There's a Cardano story. If I can find it. Let me do a little pause here. All right, here it is. It was right under my nose. Okay, Cardano news, folks. Love my Cardano. Sam Bankman-Fried hints at Cardano listing. You know what's funny? I actually thought Cardano was already listed on FTX. Maybe it's listed on FTX Global and not the FTX US version. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, looks like they might be listing Cardano on FTX. Will that cause a little bit of a pump for Cardano? Quite possibly. Maybe by a few cents. But look, the more liquidity, the better. So bear market, Cardano growing by leaps and bounds. The Avasco hard fork was a complete success. There's more on-chain metrics right now with Cardano than ever before. I'm more bullish than ever on Cardano, and this is just another piece of good news. Now Cardano is going to be on another exchange. So, what more could you ask for? All right, folks, that's pretty much it right now. It's kind of a boring day. There really hasn't been that much news. I try to find news stories, and it's basically just like little trickles. In fact, a lot of crypto YouTubers aren't even talking about crypto. They're talking a lot about like, oh, like what's going on in Europe with the prime minister and the dollar and all that stuff, because it kind of relates to crypto. But in these bear markets, there's not a lot to talk about. You just have to realize that these projects I've been talking about and that you guys like Theta, Cardano, Bitcoin, Matic, all these projects, they're growing by leaps and bounds, even if the price action isn't like blowing, ripping your face off. So, like I've been saying, just buy those dips. And a lot of people are talking about Bitcoin like, oh, it's going to go back up to $20,000 this week. I really don't know. I mean, it just, it really all depends on the stock market. But the good news is Bitcoin does seem to want to hang around this $19,000 level. So I'd say there's a 50% chance that the 17,800 or whatever was the bottom for Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin drops down to $15,000 or $12,000, that's fine too. But you're also seeing a lot of these altcoins too, like Cardano, like will go down to 33 cents, and then it basically pumps up from there. That's like just typical bottom behavior, like, or at least getting close. Like I said with Theta, let me go down to Theta. I know it's not in the top 50 anymore. It's like, I guess EOS. But it'll be back soon. Don't worry. So Theta back up to $1.05. So that's a 10-cent gain, folks. Theta up 3% today. I almost bought Theta at 94 cents the other day. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait for it to go down to like 88 cents. I was like hoping for 88 cents. And maybe it went there, but I missed it. I was out drinking with some friends. And then when I got back home, it was back up to 98 cents. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll look at it tomorrow. And now we're back up to $1.05. So, folks, if you bought Theta for 90 cents a couple days ago, that's not bad. So remember, folks, a lot of these coins that aren't scams that have been around are very close to bottom. So this isn't a trading channel, but that's why I put up that crypto banter clip. If you were to put some money in the Theta right now at $1 or 95 cents, and man, I'd be shocked if Theta isn't almost $2 during the mainnet launch in December. I would be shocked. Of course, it depends on the market. I wouldn't be shocked if Theta was back up to $3 or $4 at that point. So, take that with a grain of salt, not financial advice, just my opinions here. But wow, Theta is probably just at a perfect price right now to get some major gains for trading. And if you're looking for major gains for long term, like I said, I'm expecting a $20, $25 Theta, maybe more. Theta hit an all-time high of $14 2 years ago, so we're definitely going to go past that. So, I mean, I just love my Theta. That's all I got to say. All right, folks, like and subscribe. Thank you for the new subscribers. Have a good day.